Hello, YouTube. Been a while since I've done the two camera thing, huh? I'm here at the Walmart in Vandalia, Illinois. And I'm going to go in and get some supplies. And it's been a wild ride, that's for sure. You know, last time when I bought a truck, dealing with that and Landstar, everything for the first time was a very daunting experience. But this time, it wasn't as bad. Until the thing that made it unique this time was the fact that here there's two different kinds of ICs here at Schneider. You have the Schneider Finance guys, and then you have the guys that have gone outside of the Schneider network and bought their own truck. Now, when I first got signed on with the old Peterbilt, I was definitely the bastard child. And, so I fell in that category of guys with old trucks, but, I did well. So when it came time to sign this one on, it became a little bit confusing for the paperwork because, again, I didn't buy this through Schneider Finance. So it was a little bit of a lot of hold, a lot of minutes on the phone on hold, a lot of sitting waiting for emails, a lot of sitting and waiting for faxes. And today was no exception. This morning I started off, I had waited the entire day yesterday waiting for my Qualcomm to get activated. It was installed Wednesday night. So all day Thursday, they said it would probably take up to 24 hours. No big deal. I booked the load that picked up Friday morning at 11. It's a normal load that I do. It's a nice light load. It'll be a good maiden voyage for this truck. So I'm in contact with the person that handles all the paperwork, and she says, okay, we're good. My ICA says we're good. Just wait on the Qualcomm. So I wait and I wait. I wake up this morning, still the same thing. I can't log in. So I made a phone call, was on hold, made another phone call, was on hold, waited for someone to call me back. Finally, I get the notification that, hey, guess what? You're still missing one piece of paperwork. I thought I had everything turned in. So I get it all turned in. So I'm dealing with a PDF file and on my tablet and trying to sign on it and all this stuff, and I send it in. And meanwhile, they're like, okay, just grab a paper log and roll. Go pick up that load. So I had to call in, get my trailer assigned to me, since I can't do it on the Qualcomm. And at our yards, if that trailer is not assigned to you, you can't leave with it. So sure enough, I get to the gate, and they're like, yeah, your trailer and truck, your truck's not even in our system. I'm like, what the hell? So I had to call my ICA, had to back up, park again, call my ICA. And she's like, oh, I put in the wrong truck number. I'm like, So, and then within 5 minutes after leaving, after filling out a paper log and everything, Qualcomm says, hey, you're ready to go. So, and then, it was one thing after another, but to get this sucker on the road was a pain in the butt. I'll tell you that. Anyways, so I picked up my load there in St. Louis. There was a big wreck on 270 involving two trucks and two cars. Looked kind of serious. Traffic was just starting to back up, so I knew, where I pick up is right where 270 and 70 meet. So I picked that load up, and then I knew I had to go back 70 east instead of 270 east, because I'm heading to Wheeling, West Virginia. So So I decided I was going to fuel at the Loves there in downtown St. Louis, which it's about 20 cents cheaper than everybody else, consistently. Probably trying to get trucks to go in there. It wasn't really that bad, except for there was cars parked in the truck fuel island, and it was kind of a cluster, and then there was a bus driver. He didn't know what he was doing, and, it's just, but finally got out of there. Had to buy some antifreeze for this truck because, it's a different color now. My old truck had the green. This one's got the red. And had to buy a small inverter for my CPAP. Not that I had to, but it'll allow me to not have to run the carrier every minute I've got the CPAP on. And there was an inverter put in this truck, so next month I'll buy a 2,000 watt inverter and put it in here. Might even change the batteries out. But I've got a cooler in here now. I brought back my cooler, and this truck stays nice. Like, it got down to the 30s both Wednesday night and Thursday night, and I didn't have to turn the heat on until about midnight. That's kind of nice. That old truck of mine was drafty. So I do have a check engine light on, but everybody I've talked to that drives C680s, it's kind of a normal thing. The tiny littlest bit off with either the def or your fluid levels is going to set that off. So it's the one with the wrench that should get you worried. So I just need to make this load, and then, take it one day at a time, and, I just need this thing to give me a couple of good years. But it has the factory warranty. I think I mentioned that before. So, but downtime, I need to make enough money so I could save up for downtime. That's the big one. But other than that, man, I've had a pretty stressful day. But now that I'm at Walmart and I'm going to get some supplies and I'm on the road and I'm starting to get comfortable in the truck. That's the thing. When you're in the same truck for 3 years, your muscle memory is out the window. Your comfort level is out the window. Your spot points, like when do you turn? How do you swing? How to avoid that curb? All these things are out the window. And so it's been kind of a learning experience, So basically your stress level is a little bit higher than normal. It's not like, like if you drive a Freightliner Cascadia and then your brand new truck's a Freightliner Cascadia, well, you pretty much know where everything's going to go in the cab, and you pretty much know your turn points and everything else. And, it's been 3 years since I drove this truck. It's been 3 years since I've driven or had to buy DEF, So it's definitely, hopefully within a week I'll find my groove, I don't like the stereo in this truck. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it because it's got Sirius built in, but I'd have to change from my radio to that radio. But then the stereo that I put in the Peterbilt was Bluetooth, so I could listen to Spotify or whatever without having to plug it in. And I had the thing on the back of the radio that goes in your antenna that allows you to use the antenna part of your radio for the Sirius, and then, it never gets interrupted by another radio station. So, FM transmitter thingamabob, whatever you call it. But, I might buy one of those, but again, that can't happen until next month. Things are kind of tight right now. I didn't get paid today because I haven't done any work in the last 2 weeks. I had to call Snyder and get my fuel card turned back on, because if you take a week off, they shut your fuel card off. Anyways, though, I am ready to go, and I'm going. So I'm on the maiden voyage, and I'm running out of time on this video. So everybody take it easy. I thought I'd do a quick update while I'm sitting here, and I'm going to see if my cooler got my bottle of water cold, see if it's working correctly, and go inside and start eating good. So I need to get rid of this fat. Anyways, you guys take it easy. Later. Oh, and to the 2 people that gave me a thumbs down, Whatever. See ya.